You know, I am not gonna lie. I try to do a script and it's just not for me. All right, hey everybody, I'm Zach, and today we're gonna be looking at the IncogX holster from Safariland. Yeah, not even kidding. I had this whole script written down and everything. Man, I don't know how people with these scripts can do it. I just can't. Nope. All right, first things first, we're gonna do a firearm safety test. We're gonna go ahead and rack back the slide here. We're gonna look down the barrel. We're gonna see there's no ammunition in there. I'm gonna stick my finger in there, nothing in that barrel. I'm gonna look down the mag well, nothing there. I'm gonna do what everybody hates me to do. I'm gonna drop that slide, boom, pull the trigger. All right, so about the Safariland IncogX, I actually really do like this inside the waistband holster. It's really nice. My biggest things about this holster that I do enjoy is how thin it is. I mean, it stays relatively quite thin to your body. And I don't know, I quite like that. I don't like something that's a little bit bulkier. All right, so this isn't gonna be a super fair comparison. This is the T-Rex arms inside the waistband holster. And there is a bit of a difference in that size comparison between the two. On the back, the fronts are almost identical in size for the openings, but the back is quite a bit thicker on the T-Rex arms than it is on your Incog. But I think a big thing about that too is this is made for a TLR1 light. A lot of the holsters I have light attachments to, or I have ones that have the ability to have light attachments. So I'm trying to steer clear, or I'm trying to do a good comparison between apples and apples, right? So with this one not having the light attachment to it, it does keep things a little bit more thin. And I really do enjoy that. I'm trying not to point the firearm at you guys, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. So having this a lot thinner, I do enjoy. It does have this kind of felt texture to it as well, which I'll get into that in a minute. I do like it and I don't like it. But as you can see here, it does give a good protection for that back of that slide here over by the ducktail. You got a good position for the mag release as well. It's not getting caught up on anything. As for a grip to the firearm, when you actually have it in, there's nothing back here it does keep the trigger guard free, which I do like, so you can get a good grip on there to pull, which I do absolutely, again, like. A couple things I don't like about this is, one, the wedge system here. It does come with 3 different ones. It comes with a small, medium, and large. This is a medium size. When you put a belt on and it goes between your loop and this here, being how kind of wide this is, even if you put the small one on, just having this here, for me, creates a little bit of drama in the pants. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. The belt system, the retention system for the clips is absolutely phenomenal. It does hold quite well and doesn't really give any type of movement back and forth, which I do like as well. Now I will say that the retention system for the firearm though, you mess with this thing at all and it completely locks up the firearm. So if you try to tighten this like even the littlest bit, you get such a hard retention on there. It's basically pointless. I kind of wish they would have done this a little bit differently. Maybe not even put one on or just set it to one specific one, because any type of retention, it just locks the firearm up. All right, now I'm gonna put you guys down low so I can show you guys how well this kind of works or doesn't work with your belt system and your shirt. All right, first things first, is this felt material that's on the holster, being felts on cotton really doesn't like to operate together, so it gets stuck quite a bit. And you have to really pull it away from your shirt, or it'll pull your shirt all different ways. Now, as you can see here, this belt system with the retention, or with the wedge and then the clip, trying to get this thing on and having to pull the belt out and push it in at the same time and kind of have it curved, I really don't enjoy. It makes it quite difficult to get that clip on. And then right here, it pushes the belt down and you have to try to get in between, or it pushes the pants down, and then you have to try to get between the pants and the belt and pull your pants back up to get it to fit in between. Being the height difference as well between the top of the clip and the wedge kind of makes it a little bit difficult as well, because it just kind of pushes the pants down. And I guess if you can kind of get past that, or if you're not a heavier set guy, I guess it would be semi-okay, not bad. But as it sits, it's really not that bad to be able to have it kind of snug to your appendix here. So it allows you to go in, grab and draw the firearm, and reholster quite fine. The angle that the holster sits with the firearm doesn't require you to put a lot of rotation in your arm to be able to get a good grip. A nice steady grip to come in and pull is fine. I don't feel like I'm overextending my arm forward. I have had some holsters that I feel like I'm having to like almost push backwards to try to grab the firearm. I would like to start seeing a little bit more firearms holsters kind of tilted back and then kind of like this here, so I can reach in easier and then grab instead of having to go straight in at like a 90-degree angle to your hips and your stomach. So having to go straight in and pull, it'd be nice to just have it tilted so you can go in. And I feel like that might help with projecting as well. Not 100% sure. But as you maybe can see here, my belt is pulled, or my pants are pulled down again, and they're actually outside of that wedge and the belt again. Might be a little thing, but as you're walking around, that gets really annoying because it does kind of mess up with the belt and everything. And you kind of have to continuously pull that pants back up. No matter how hard you tighten your belt, it just doesn't seem to really care. So as you can see, projection is not bad. I mean, for somebody who's fat or even has a gut, projection is always going to be a problem when it comes to your appendix carry. You can carry at a 3 to 4 o'clock as well, left or right. It's really kind of dependent on how you feel. As for kind of walking around in everyday life, how I've used this, I really haven't had any big problems with it. Obviously, sitting down for a gut is always going to be hard, whether it's in a vehicle, at a desk, anything like that. That's why I do normally conceal carry at a 3 to 4 o'clock. It's just a little bit more comfortable than a gut when you sit down. But if we look here, still carrying with something like a baggy or sweater on. This is actually one of the sweaters I created. If you guys are interested in these, let me know. I can create these as well, and I'm looking at selling them. As you can see, the projection, basically nothing. No one will really even know you had this on. And then you could easily just pull and draw. No issue at all. And this would be the same as like if you had like a baggier shirt on as well. As for taking the firearm or the holster out, remove the firearm, undo your belt, pull up, and it comes off. So for an inside the waistband holster, it's really not bad. I do like the clips. I just don't like the wedge system. I'd much prefer to have this without the wedge system, but between that and the felt system and the retention system, I really don't find it to be that dramatic to where I would not recommend this holster. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. It secures the firearm quite well, and the fit is phenomenal. There's like no play at all in it. I'll show you here. It has just this little wiggle back and forth going in and out, but up and down, no wiggle up and down. So the fit is absolutely phenomenal on it. The ability to have a good grip when you pull the firearm out, not having that little bit of more material here for the trigger guard, is phenomenal. I do like it. Overall, if I can give it a score, which I might start doing, 8 out of 10. I again don't think that the wedge and the felt material is enough to give it a really bad review. I love it. It's not a bad inside the waistband holster. So if you guys are looking for a fairly good inside the waistband holster that is pretty form fit, slim, I'll leave a link down below. I'm not affiliated with Safariland and I'm not sponsored by them, but also leave a link to their website for this specific holster if you guys are interested in it. And maybe an Amazon link as well for affiliate. Might as well try to make some money back on these. But yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Sorry that it takes me a little bit longer to get videos out. I do like to test these holsters for quite a while before I decide to do a review. I'm not just wearing it for a day and then being like, okay, let's do a review. So I have been testing this for a little while now, and I do enjoy it. I do like it. So if you guys are looking for one again, show you there. It's the Incog for the Glock 19, IncogX for 1917. All right, guys, thank you again for watching the video. Short and sweet, and I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope your guys' 2025 goes phenomenal and y'all get rich. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.